Giants took him 5th overall out of Ohio State, and just 3 preseason weeks in, it's already clear why he is the most talked about defender in Giants training camp. His name is Arvell Reese, and when you watch him, the tape says one thing. This isn't a rookie adjusting to the league. This is a dude that was born ready for the NFL, and he's made an impact from day one. In fact, down in training camp in West Virginia, in the first fully padded practice of camp, he blew up Cam Scatterbull on a 3rd and 2, and then in that same period, beat Andrew Thomas for a sack. That's just the physical part of this game. Mentally, he's there, and he's picking it up at a rapid pace. The playbook, I mean. Harbaugh said that he makes almost no assignment mistakes despite carrying a heavy plate of responsibility. And that just ain't at practice. We're not only just talking about practice. We've seen that Ohio State pedigree on tape in this preseason as well. So let's break down what has made the 5th overall pick so special, so early in today's Blue Rush Player Spotlight. All right, I got 3 plays for you guys that have kind of stood out to me when it comes to Arvell Reese from the preseason. You can see him here. We talk about the Giants defense needing to get better at stopping the run, and this is why you bring in a Tremaine Edmonds who isn't playing in this first preseason game, but you also draft Arvell Reese with the 5th overall pick, and you can see the violence from day one throughout the course of training camp and now in the preseason games. Look at how he plays and attacks the run, guys. I picked these plays for mindset and what he's going to bring. So, all right, we'll watch that real quick. We'll watch it from the wide one more time, and then we'll break it down from the tight. Look at him at the point of contact. He's able to get free, get in and make the tackle. So a couple things we're going to point out here, and it's a great job with him and Abdul Carter working together. Abdul, setting the edge, and he talked about getting better at that and adding that to his game this year. So it's a great job by Abdul setting the edge, and then it's just a great job by Arvell Reese at the point of contact on this block. It's trying to be reached here. Again, Abdul sets the edge to where he now boxes it to where this running back has to cut in. Now, if Abdul gets washed out, and since Abdul went on the backside, didn't play over the top here, if Abdul gets washed out and Arvell gets pinned, this turns into a big run. But no, Abdul Carter does a great job setting the edge, having his anchor foot down, extending his arms to box this run in. And yes, Arvell Reese goes into the inside, but watch him at the point of contact, and that's what frees him up to be able to make this play. Gets low, gets explosive, gets his hands extended or his arms extended, and now what that does, because now this box is collapsing, now what that does is makes him available to come off this block and get in and make the tackle. Too many times last year with the Giants on the second level, you'd see that block, that block be made by one of the lead blockers, whether it be a lineman or a fullback, and it'd be a 1-for-1. That blocker would take out whoever that backer was, and then it would turn into a big play. But great job by both of these guys. Gap assignment, playing disciplined football, and even though he may get a note, inside linebackers coach Frank Bush may make a note that, hey, you may want to be over the top, but he went to that inside to allow Micah McFadden to spill over the top and make that play if he needed to right here on that second level. But Arvell Reese already showing that he can play and stop the run. All right, let's go to the next one. You see him here. Now this one, he's on the weak side. He's going to go one-on-one on the ISO, one-on-one with this fullback. Doesn't make the tackle, but watch the violence that he plays with and how he affects the play. Let's watch it. Football, ladies and gentlemen. This kid is a football player. He is a football player, and he plays with violence. You hear everyone use the word violence when describing his football style. All right, let's watch it here. This time, again, over top of that A gap. When he came into the league, everyone was talking about him being on the edge, being some sort of edge rusher. No, Harbaugh has said he's going to play in all these different gaps, and he's shown so far throughout training camp and the preseason that he's comfortable playing off the ball, being an off-ball linebacker. All right, let's watch. Yum! Caught a body! Ladies and gentlemen, we've caught a body! But we'll see it here, some sort of weak run, some sort of wham away from the strong side of the football. You see 76 getting that one-on-one here. Arvell just ready to attack. This boy, A, B, let me see, where's that center? I didn't see the center. All right, there, got A gap, B gap. That's Reese's gap right here. He has to insert and he has to fit and he has to stop this play. So again, watching he and Abdul, again, does a great job keeping his outside shoulder and leg free, using this left leg as an anchor to set the edge. Again, the Giants have to be better setting the edge in the run game this year. You can already see Abdul Carter in 2 plays, showing that he's taken the drills to now the field. What was he? A guard. This guard has one-on-one with this I forget this kid's name, but he's a DN. You know, they run that 3-4. He's that big DN, and now you've got that one-on-one, and now you see Abdul Carter at 6'5", 230 or 240. I don't know, 240. Let's just say 240. You see how low he gets, and you see the violence at the point of contact. Now, don't worry about the cutback and all that right now. The Giants didn't play some of their starters on the defensive line, and Tremaine Edmonds didn't play. But again, we're just showing how he plays downhill and catches bodies when it's time at the point of contact. He is so explosive and so powerful at the point of contact. This kid's going to make a lot of plays in the run game for this Giants defense. All right, last but not least, this is the last play. Again, he's on the backside. Again, he's going to meet this full. Let's watch. I don't know if this is a fullback or the guard. Watch him here. Plays down here. Gets through. Wraps around. Makes a play on the football. Gets credited for the half tackle. Watch it one more time, then we'll go to the tight. Plays downhill, loads into the guy, gets skinny, and gets around. You see him. You just see by the stance, this dude is ready to play football. You can see by his stance, this kid is ready to hit somebody. I absolutely love these breakdowns when it comes to Arvell Reese, because watch this. Again, business decision by these fullbacks and these guards. He's that powerful at the point of contact. Right shoulder, keeps his left shoulder free in case this thing bounces out and he needs to explode and run that tackle down. But watch him get skinny, wrap around, and get in on the tackle. And not only did he get in on the tackle, watch how he launches into this running back. Watch this. That's a violent tackle, and you never know, depending on the momentum of a game, how he's feeling, how he's playing, you might be able to knock that ball out. I expect this kid to do a lot of good things for this Giants defense and this Giants run game, and you're starting to see it early and very often. You see it, kids all over the field. In fact, week 1 versus the Vikings, 2 tackles, 1 solo as one of the 3 rookie starters on defense. And check this out, he graded as the highest rated rookie performance across the entire NFL week 1 of the preseason. Week 2 versus Miami. After whooping ass and taking names later in the joint practice, he only got 10 defensive snaps by design in the preseason game because Harbaugh set most of the starters, but he got in on a tackle for loss and he showed his knockback power. Here's why I think this kid has made an early case to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. When you turn on the tape, and if you haven't, you need to go do it, you immediately see and you feel his presence, because he plays with an elite level of violence. I also think Denard Wilson's scheme and how they plan to use him is going to benefit every single one of his skill sets. Harbaugh has already said that he'll be in the A gap, B gap, the C gap, the D gap, off the edge. He calls his scheme positionless when it comes to where they're going to line up Arvell Reese. That means that he's got one job to do, and that's go and get the football. And he's already shown that he can do that at a potential high level. The Giants are counting on this rookie to play at a vet level, and he's already starting to show that he's up for the task.